What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, Snowy Kurama, and I am your coach of the Season 5 Chicago White Sox for the WPF, World Pokemon Federation. And this is Week 2 against the Wisconsin Weaviles. This battle happened quite a while ago, but as of late, I've been kind of not really motivated to do much when it comes to the channel, or really much besides just sitting around, because, you know, quarantine inside, everybody's inside. So here I am cranking this one out, getting it up on the channel. So if you guys are having excited to see some nice little battle-y doos, press that like, hit that subscribe, and let's just go ahead and get into the team. Twigz team, that's the coach of the Wisconsin Weaviles. Anyway, we have Skarmory, Florges, Kingdra, Toxicroak, Eldegoss, Liepard, Swampert, Mega Swampert to be exact, Pelipper, Thundurus Therian, Emboar, and Cryogonal. So you see a lot of rain pieces on this team, as well as a nice little Prankstermon and Liepard. You have Spin on Eldegoss, and Cryogonal has both Spin and Defog, which seems pretty useful. Florges and Skarmory have that as well. Rockers, you see Swampert, and Skarmory has some nice hazards as well. Cryogonal might have rocks. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. Never really used it. And here we are with my team for this week. We have a Resto Chesto set for Melmetal to go ahead and just get back all that juicy HP whenever we lose it from trying to boost ourselves up with acid armor. We also have Body Press, because Body Press and Double Iron Bash do some pretty nice chip to his team, and we wanted to live some special hits, or at least try to, so that's why we have Max Spadef. His team kind of just messes me up, so we're doing all we can to gain our defense. And speaking of that, we have Slut Cloud here, our Whimsicott, Prankster, of course, with leftovers. This EV spread allows me to outspeed Thundurus T, so we can go ahead and go for a U-turn and get on out of there. And this bulk allows us to live Ice Punch from Mega Swampert. It does about 30% to us with a Cotton Guard up. And then the rest is just in special attack. It does enough to Mega Swampert with Giga Drain in order to knock it out with rocks. Then of course we have Defog, so we can get rid of our own hazards just in case we need to do that. Up next we have our Toxtricity. Choice specs, of course. This speed set allows us to outspeed a Mega Swampert without the rain, and then we put the rest in HP, and this is just your standard Toxtricity set, I guess. Boom Burst, 2-hit KOs, most everything that he's got. Assuming standard sets, that's pretty cool. We got our MVP of last week, or at least the thumbnail went to Blissey here, with Soft Boiled, Stealth Rocks, Toxic, and Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss is our damage dealing attack. We also have Stealth Rock to get up our own rocks if needed. We have Soft Boiled and Toxic here for just your standard Blissey stuff. And this is really the only set you run on a Blissey unless you want to die, so there's that. We have our Keldeo here, Pony Island, with the leftovers. This speed here is again allowing us to outspeed Thundurus T without a Scarf. And we're sub Calm Mind this week with Dual Stab, because in the rain it does a lot to everything. And Secret Sword is just nice to have as well for things that can resist water. And last but not least, we have the heat for this week. It is Incineroar, Life Orb, Modest Natured. We have 92 speed in there because it outspeeds Skarmory with like a plus if they have. It's like speed creeping the speed creep on the Skarmory. We have the rest of it in HP, and then just 4 in special defense because we want to keep our HP an odd number because of our typing being weak to rock. We can come in more on rocks that way. So yeah, we have that as well. Hidden Power Electric, so we can knock out the the Pelipper from full, because that's what this thing is designed to do, so they don't have any rain anymore. We have Flamethrower because it does 70% to Skarmory and the rain, as well as Dark Pulse, just for some dark damage, because who doesn't want some dark damage? And that is the team. This battle already happened, as I said, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the replay. And here we are with the team. They've got Pelipper, Swampert, Skarmory, Florges, Thundurus, T, and Cryogonal. I did not expect the Cryogonal at all, nor did I really... I planned a little bit for the Skarmory, but I was more planning on the Toxicroak coming, as well as... There's something else I was thinking was going to come that wasn't Cryogonal. But, yeah, this is the team that they have. Again, we saw rain pieces, so, you know, assumed rain. Rain does a lot to my team, but I think we put up a good fight despite that. And we'll just go ahead and get into the the fight. For those of you who didn't want to watch the hour or so long freaking live battle that we had, here is a shorter version. Anyway, we're here leading off with Incineroar because this team is designed... Actually, not really. I mean, this Incineroar is designed to take on the Pelipper, and you know, on rain, at least in my my experience, you sort of lead off with your setter first. So this thing would be enough to outspeed your average, just not speedy at all Pelipper. So this thing should be able to come in with a Hidden Power Electric and just get rid of his rain. But they led off with Cryogonal, which was really... It caught me off guard a little bit, and I didn't really know what this thing wanted to do. So they switched out into their Swampert, and I had a good parting shot off because I figured that they wouldn't switch out into their Pelipper at all, and I didn't want to get reveal my tech so early in the game. So they are on -1 on their Swampert, which is nice. We got the Slut Cloud here, our Whimsicott. And here I probably should have Giga Drained, but I wanted to get up my Cotton Guard. But what happened is they went up the Cryogonal. Oh, I didn't get up my Cotton Guard. I just straight up Giga Drained, I guess. Okay, well, that works. I mean, I'm sure at -1 they weren't going to do anything to me. So I go out and switch to my Blissey because if all else fails on a special attacker, you go Blissey. They go out to their Pelipper, which really sucks. I really wish I went to my Incineroar at that point because I don't think Cryogonal had anything to really take care of me. Of course, it's an ice type. It switched out on me before. Catching the Pelipper with Incineroar would have been great, but did this instead. U-turn tells me that it doesn't have any attack, which why would it? I don't know why I said that. Anyway, they got the Swampert, and this was kind of a big ol' this was a big ol' thing here because Swampert's out here. I don't want any of my guys dying, but I think I end up sacking off something this next turn. So they use Bulk Up. Oh, I think I just Toxic this thing, don't I? No, I Soft Boiled Up because I think I calced out that any of their moves would not kill me and I could just get up my, get some HP back. But that didn't work out too well. They got a Bulk Up there. They bulk up again on my Keldeo sack because I thought, out of all these members, what does the least? It's this guy, in my opinion. So then I got to my Whimsicott. I think they switch out. Yeah, they switch out to Cryogonal. I think I get up my Cotton Guard. Yep, there it is. And then I go out to Incineroar, hoping that they will once again go out into their Pelipper on this. I think they defog their rocks away, which is fine. They switch out into Pelipper. And I believe, yeah, I just Flamethrowered here. I really, really wish that I could have seen that coming and just hit him up with that Hidden Power Electric, because that would have been some fire. But, as we see here, they are going first with a Weather Ball down there. I was about to say, yep, it's time to go. It is time to use that Hidden Power Electric. But then, all of a sudden, they are faster, they have Weather Ball, and they knock out my Rain Killer. That was rough. That was absolutely rough. The tech was gone. That was terrible. So then I go out to my Boom Bursting Boy here because everything on his team takes a bazillion jillion from this thing's boom burst. And that's exactly what happens to this Thunderous. Just, you know, falls over, and that's fine. Swampert comes out. They outspeed me because the rain is up. So I go out into my Whimsicott, who is going to take the whatever attack wants to go for, most likely Earthquake, because it's freaking Toxtricity. They go for Liquidation, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if that killed me or not at all, but you know, they did lots of damage to me. And I think next turn I go for a Cotton Guard, right? They go out to Cryogonal. I reveal my Cotton Guard if I had not already at that point. And that kind of sucked because Cryogonal has Ice Move to get rid of me, I'm sure. So then I just switch out to Blissey because if all else fails on a special attacker. I had no idea what the hidden power was at all. I don't think I ever found out, and that's okay, I guess. They used Recover. I think I Toxic here, so this thing has a limited amount of time left on this earth. And then Skarmory comes out. I Seismic Toss here to do some damage, because I kind of thought that maybe since I had Toxic on here, they were going to go out into their Steel type. So that was a good read on my part. I got my Toxtricity because I figured I could do lots of damage to this thing, or maybe even scare out something else. They use Rocks, which is fine, I guess. They got to their Florges, and I learned that this thing has some Spadef on it from that damage from Boom Burst. And I did not want to try that again, so I just go out to Melmetal, because I didn't know what the hell else this thing would do to me. It used Hidden Power Ground, which is something that I was kind of thinking about when I was doing this, but looking at my team, there wasn't much else I could really go out to. I think my Toxtricity lived. Maybe, I think on the roll it killed, but I wasn't willing to take that chance, so I just go out to Melmetal. And I think I Acid Armor at this point. Nope, I got the Blissey because I was expecting another Hidden Power Ground or some other move, and I could Toxic the floor, just get it out of here. I end up going for Stealth Rock because, you know, I'm not going to use Toxic on a Steel type being in. Kind of dumb. But they go out in the Wish. They're probably going to Wish up their... is their Swampert low? I don't remember. Obviously, something happens here. So that they just get rid of their poison, which I was annoyed by. But then there's here Toxtricity in, and it turns out that that the Spadef was enough to live, which, you know, in draft, it's what you expect. The Hidden Power goes ahead and takes me out, but I didn't know what else to really do at this point, so I go out to Melmetal, and then Hidden Power does that, I believe. No, I actually bash him just to get rid of this thing. Skarmory comes in, I believe I rest on it, or I Acid Armor. I Acid Armor here, yep, getting up my defense. Then I rest, get off my Chesto Berry so that I'm awake again. And it has Counter, which is quite the scary little thing. And they defog away both sides of the rocks. I Acid Armor up again, hoping that a +6 body press will do enough to take this thing out. I got to Blissey though, because after I calced it, it turns out this thing had no way, that there was no way it was going to happen. Which is a good thing because they used Counter and stuff. I go Blissey, they go the Pelipper. I get up my rocks again because chip damage is nice. Weather Ball does not do much to me at all because I'm a Blissey. This thing's now toxic, and they don't have their aromatherapy around anymore, so that's nice. Cryogonal comes in. Do I just toss again. That's fine. This battle was very nerve-wracking because I had no idea what to do at certain points, especially since they still had their rain, and I was hoping that it wasn't going to stay around. Skarmory comes back in. It's revealed to be a Rocky Helmet, probably because of my Melmetal. Pelipper comes in. I just rock up again, keeping up the pressure, of course. I don't know. I think they're just trying to chip me, even though I have Soft-Boiled. I toss this thing. I don't believe any of it's... I don't believe that it's a water move. Okay, never mind. I don't remember really what I was doing. What happened. This battle was a while ago. they bulk up to get up their attack stat and stuff. I think I cotton guard here because I didn't want to take any big damage. They liquidation, which kind of reveals they didn't have ice move there, which is interesting. They go out to Skarmory. I think I drain here because I thought they might stay in. No, I didn't think they might stay in. I don't know. I saw a Swampert in front of me. That's what I did. So I U-turned out here. Not the best decision considering the Rocky Helmet. I just wanted to do some chip myself, but I did it to myself. Irony, I know. And then I got to my Blissey. Defog happens. And I think this is the part where we're just kind of in a... Is this our defog healing seismic tossing block that we had? Not exactly. So they got to Pelipper, rocks of course, so they can take damage. Swampert comes in, I toss here, I think they tried to go for something, yeah, liquidation, and then I just toxic here. I believe I switch out on my Blissey because I want this thing to stay alive, sacking off the Whimsicott. I just wonder how it would have went. I'm sure the Skarmory would have just stalled me out if I didn't have Blissey, actually. So I got to Melmetal. Things are not looking good for your boy. But I think at this point, since this battle was taking a good hour or so, I just kind of said, fuck it, I'm kind of done. It's week 2, we can come back. So this is the point where I was talking about earlier. We're just kind of stalling ourselves out of all of our PP. I'm using my healing moves not as much as they are so that I don't lose the stall battle. But I mean, at this point, they're doing what they had to do. And I probably could have won had I not given up the stall war. But I was kind of using a lot of the PP that I needed to keep around. I wasn't just constantly putting up my stealth rocks like they were doing, or constantly using counter. And that's just sort of how the game ends, with a 6-3 or a 3-0, however you want to call it. There it is. So very good game to Twigz and the Wisconsin Weaviles. Really wish this battle didn't end up how it did. I think I did pretty decent for what I had with me. But maybe if I was just a little bit less cautious during this game and actually maybe got in a mock battle or two, I probably would have done better. I would have known what to go out to and what to do rather than just being, oh shit, I don't know. But yeah, that's week 2. We are currently 1-1 with 3 differential points. I think we're like 6th out of 12, which is not the best, but it's playoff worthy, so I mean, it's not bad. But next opponent is Jacrispy McRib, I believe his name is, of the Connecticut Cubchews. And we're currently building for that right now, calcing everything, and it's going to be much better. I think we're going to be able to bring it back, but it really all depends. But thank you all for watching. Go ahead, hit that like if you did like this video. Hit that subscribe if you want to see some more Snowy Kurama goodness. Got some Draft League stuff, and maybe Snakewood's back. I don't remember, or I don't really know. Probably at some point. And with all that being said and more, this has been your boy, Snowy Kurama. See you in the next video. Goodbye.